All right, I want to take a second and look at how we find the area of a shape that doesn't get a lot of love sometimes, and that's a trapezoid. So here I've got a trapezoid for us, and I want to first of all write out our formula. Now the formula looks a little bit intimidating, but I promise you it's not that bad once you kind of know what everything is. So I have 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2 times the height, right? Sounds kind of crazy. Promise you it's not. First of all, the bases are going to be parallel to each other. So the bases are always going to, I don't want to say top or bottom, but they're going to be the two sides in a trapezoid that are parallel, and that will always be true. Now, which one is base 1, which one is base 2, doesn't really matter. I'm going to put base 1 up top, and I'm going to put base 2 on the bottom. Doesn't matter which one they are because I'm adding them, so they could be in either order and you're still going to get the same number. Now, our height, without question, is 4. Something to note here. Say I had this 5 out on the side. The height is never going to be a diagonal line. Your height is always going to be notated by that perpendicular section inside where you get a right angle, and it's going to be straight up and down. Think about, how do you measure how tall you are? You measure how tall you are straight up and down from your feet to your head. So the height always has to be a straight vertical line. So now that I have my pieces kind of mapped out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in and substitute in my numbers. Base 1 we said was 6, plus base 2, which is 10, times the height, which is 4. Now I'm ready to start doing some math. Order of operations, I'm going to go ahead and knock out that parentheses first. That's going to leave me with an area of 1/2. 6 plus 10 is 16 times 4. And I'll go ahead and do 1/2 of 16. 1/2 times 16, remember, don't be afraid of a half. That's just taking what's half of 16. That's going to give me 8 times 4 is what's left over. And that gives me an area of 32 units squared. And that's how we quickly break down and find the area of a trapezoid. So, key things to remember. Height is always your straight up and down vertical line. Base 1 and base 2, doesn't matter which one they are, but they have to be the sets of parallel lines. A trapezoid has one set of parallel lines, and those lines make up base 1 and base 2. And that's our area of a trapezoid.